dress.
Thank you. It's a bit cold.
Yeah,
But,
okay.
you know, I thought I'd make the effort. You look absolutely incredible too.
Thank you very much.
How excited were you to come today for this world premiere?
Scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 12 at least. I've always dreamt of having something like this in London. I love the city, and it's been like 10 years since I was here, so to come here for this reason is pretty surreal.
I mean, this is pretty epic, and a lot of people are excited. Even on Twitter, when I was hashtagging, I was coming, they were like, get some spoilers. You guys have been filming series 2 already.
Yeah.
Does it feel like I'm so used to this already because you've done so much of the shooting?
It does, but the world changes so much. And these books are so dynamic and they're so beautifully written that, you know, we're shooting in 4 or 5 different worlds all the time. I mean, even when I watched these episodes back, I couldn't believe what I was seeing because I knew my parts, I knew what I'd read, but that was 2 years ago. So we just recently watched all the episodes and I was blown away. So it's ever changing, really, really exciting.
So it's been compared to Game of Thrones, and I think that's great company to be in. High expectations. Does that excite you guys as a cast, or have you had a group chat where you've all sat down on WhatsApp and said, oh my God, it's finally coming out, I hope we've done a good job?
Anytime you can be compared to something like Game of Thrones, it's a real honor. They did an amazing job. I mean, what an accomplishment with that show. Lord of the Rings as well, people say that, and I mean, it's good company to be in. That's all I can say. We don't consider it competition. We consider them door openers for us. So we're just hopeful that we could be mentioned in the same conversation. But we are very close as a cast, and we're just excited to see sort of what the next step is with us.
Talk to me about Rosamund, because I know you guys have become great friends. She's such a chameleon and takes on such amazing roles, and I think this was a surprise because it's a big commitment for all of you, really. So the first thing I would ask is, what was it like to be on set with her and then behind the scenes as well, because you spent a lot of time away from home?
Well, she is exactly what you would think she would be. There's certain people you meet and you work with, and they're different for whatever, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. She is exactly what you bargained for. She is Rosamund Pike. She is super intelligent, super dedicated, incredibly talented, eloquent, 2 steps ahead at all times, and she holds you accountable in the best of ways. She's an amazing leader. She's a producer on our show. So she's taught me so much about just being a man, and I've improved as an actor, and you come to work with her and you better bring it.
Talk to me about your character as well, because when you put the costume on, because a lot of people tell me when they put the costume on they go on set, because these sets were real, there was a lot of sets that were created. Did you have a moment where you were like, wow, this is grand, this is epic, I'm a part of this?
The first time Rosamund and I walked through the Two Rivers set, which is what you'll see in the pilot, it was a full-on village they built about 50 miles outside of Prague, and it was a fully functioning village. We were in character for the first time, and I think I might have ruined a couple takes because I was just so blown away by it. It was really special.
What can people expect? Because, you know, it's a fantasy, there's magic. I know women are really empowered in this as well. What can you tell us? What can we all look forward to?
It's so hard to say when I get asked that because there's so many different answers. All I can say is, for me personally, it's the kind of show that brings, when you were a kid and you loved fantasy, and I used to fall into things like fairy tale theater in the States and Never-Ending Story, the element of practical effects, Pan's Labyrinth, it's got all of that. It's got all that juicy good stuff, and it's got also stuff that's very timely right now in our society, you know, and it speaks to a lot of different elements of life. And I mean, everything from the creatures, the critters, the wardrobe, the characters, the relationships, I could go on forever, but it's got a lot of everything.
It's a huge commitment, 14 books. Does this mean that you are planning to literally live this life for a long time? And are your family prepared not to see you so much? And I'm throwing so many questions your way. And are you prepared for the fandom? Because I know you're a huge actor already, but life is about to get crazier.
The answer is yes. I've had a lot of time to think about it. A lot of nights in Prague by myself, just thinking what's going on. But you can't jump into something like this without really covering all your bases. And we're all ready, and I'd be very thankful to have this family for the next 7, 8, 9, however many years.
And the fans, are you ready for them?
Oh my God, the fans are the best. The Wheel of Time fans are the best fans. They've been so supportive. They feel like an extension of us as a family, which is not always the case, I think. So with this beloved source material, to have them be so understanding and open to change, which we have to do because the books are so long, it's been really wonderful. So I love them.
Okay, I'm super excited. It's out on Friday. Thank you so much for the chat and enjoy your premiere.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, guys.